So I'd now like to talk about something referred to as the flow state and how situations involving laughter can really create this flow state and how being in this flow state can really support our efforts to manage the stress in our lives. So the flow theory was created by a Hungarian psychologist several years ago. And the flow state is really very similar to being in the zone. You hear athletes talk about being in the zone when they're engaged in their sport or activity or in their training. You hear that term, being in the zone, and that's very comparable to being in the state of flow. So it's a mental state in which a person performing some activity is fully immersed in that activity. And there's a feeling of energized focus, there's full involvement and enjoyment in the process of the activity. And I mentioned the idea of flow because flow can really be created when we're engaged in authentic laughter. And having this flow state can really help us to manage the stress in our lives. And to speak a little bit more about the flow state, it's a state where individuals are controlling their experience and can create meaning in their lives through the activities they choose, which in this case could be laughter. Time slips away, hours feel like minutes. The flow state correlates with increased happiness, an increased sense of well being, improved concentration, improved self esteem, and overall better health. This flow state can be the ultimate way to provide a healthy distraction from stress. And it may not make the stress totally disappear, but it can really help our efforts to manage stress. And by being in the flow state and experiencing that feeling of being in flow, we can go back to our stress in a better state of mind, in a better way that we can manage our stress. So this can really be done through authentic laughter and looking for the funny in situations and really enjoying that humorous component of our lives. So I really just wanted to talk about flow a little bit, how we can get into it. And the next time you're laughing and enjoying yourself, just think about the flow state. And are you thinking about the stress in your life? Probably not, because you're fully immersed and engaged in that authentic activity you're enjoying. And hopefully you're doing that through laughter. So just wanted to touch on that flow state and how it can be helpful for us.